I tried to stand up and I couldn't. Have you heard the expression, your body will whisper before it screams? This is so true, and recently I was reminded of this again. I injured my back in 2014 in Jamaica in a ridiculous competition with a friend. And in the past year or so, maybe a little bit longer, my back has been bothering me now and again. And I wasn't quite sure why. I just thought maybe I'd irritated it, or it needed strength in this or stretch that. And then I started noticing a trend in the last 4, 5, 6 months, and that it would happen on certain weeks and it would happen at certain times. And I was talking with this beautiful friend of mine, and she said, pay attention to what you're thinking right before that discomfort or that pain happens. And I thought, okay, all right. And a very interesting thing happened. Is the more I tuned into the thoughts that were taking place right before, the more I realized that the pain in my lower back was always associated with moments of uncertainty or decisions to be made, and decisions that I was waffling back and forth on. And so once I started tuning into this and I started acknowledging that discomfort, okay, I feel discomfort in my lower back. What was I just thinking? Okay, there was some indecision. I remember even the last time I dyed my hair, I wanted to do my roots purple and my ends pink. And I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work, if it's going to look good. And there was some indecision as to whether or not I should do it. And I noticed my back started hurting in that moment. And ever since then, ever since I started tuning in and really listening to my body and listening to my thoughts, I've started noticing a really profound shift. So I wonder, if you have an ache or an unexplained pain in your body, what are you thinking right before it happens? Again, our body will whisper before it screams, so it will try to communicate with us our needs. And then if those needs aren't being heard or met, it will scream. Our body stores all sorts of interesting information, and sometimes it comes up as pain or discomfort or chronic illness. So what are you thinking right before it happens? And once you're aware of it, does it start to shift? Mine did. So cool.